Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Sam Darnold and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Josh Allen and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gautin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Here we go! Here we go! Let's get him!
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. A double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too. Yeah,
the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the... on, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Saquon Barkley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got him open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again. And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right? You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Allen off the play fake. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now this time, Allen will throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Jared Davis able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Second and 5 now. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be fielded at the 17. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's Darnold. To the right side, he's got Moore complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And his throw is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. 35-10 was the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Carson Wentz, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and what equates to be a very tough opponent. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Allen now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Allen on first and 10. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open pass.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Carl Nassib, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good move at the 30. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And again, it's Allen. And he hits him in stride. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. first and 10. Darnold, he dumps it underneath for Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Again, Darnold. And this is cool. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you... You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.